you don't know, you damn sure should know. I am Rag Reynolds, and this is not a regularly scheduled video from me. This is a video for me to tell you about a few things that I am working on at the moment. First up, and most importantly, I am nearing the completion of my second masterpiece, my second book. And if I had, hold the fuck up. Here is my first masterpiece, the epitome of perfection, the step-by-step guide to being a great human being. You can still get this book on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Waterstones, everywhere else that matters, ebook and hardcover. I'm nearing completion on my second book called Medium Rare, a guide to fine dining and perfect timing. The book is split into 5 parts. Part 1 is the intro, Part 5 is the outro, Part 2, main course, the main course. And in Part 2, that's where I'm going to be having a collection of essays and opinion pieces and just advice in general. Part 3 will be dessert, and in dessert it's going to be all my satirical pieces. I've got a completely revamped version of Down with Australia, and Australia doesn't exist, and all that sort of stuff is all in there. Part 4, after dinner whiskey, and in that section that's where I'm going to give you some life advice, explain to you just how to be a bad guy like Rag Reynolds, and lots of other cool stories in there. So this book is already twice as long as my first book, and I don't quite have the end in sight. I know it's coming up, but it's already twice as long, and it's going to be great. But you can get a free copy of my first book by becoming my patron on patreon.com/ragreynolds. Yes, I have a Patreon, and I've got a bunch of rewards. Obviously, you can just use the $1 reward, and you get sneak peeks of upcoming videos, you get exclusive videos that no one else gets, that sort of thing. If you go for $5 a month or more, you get a copy of my first book for free, plus you get unreleased chapters of my new book before I release the book. So I'm giving away chapters of my upcoming book as a sneak peek, like first draft chapters. Is one of the rewards. I have other rewards on there as well, ranging from rewards that get you a spot on my podcast on the rag, other rewards that'll guarantee your video ideas make it into my videos. There's a lot of cool stuff, and I've got the link to that Patreon in the description, so you can click on that to check that out if you would like to. And other than that, I'm very glad to be done with Vegetarian for a month. That series, I thought some of it was good, but a lot of it felt very repetitive. My schedule didn't go quite as planned. I was a bit drained of creativity at points during it. I thought it ended on a high note. The last video of it was probably the best I made in this series. But I'm glad to be done with that. And I've just been away in London for a couple of weeks, so I didn't really have a chance to make any videos then. So I haven't posted in over a week now. So I just want to get back into my regularly scheduled content from now forwards. But at the same time, I'm still trying to get this book finished. And once this book's finished, it will be a masterpiece. It will be just as great as the first. It will be better. The first book, a bestseller, obviously. And this one is going to sell even better than that. So, check out my Patreon, link in the description. Check out all my other stuff. Follow me on Twitter for regular updates on what's happening with me. And until next time, you're welcome, society.